In this movie, it's very exciting for me to see the interior of James Bond London apartment.
Oh, yeah.
And in that room, in the corner, I saw several photographs. So maybe James Bond is an art collector or art lover, are you?
I am, yes, I am definitely. I collect a bit of photography and a little bit of modern art, not much, but I do, yes, I love nice things on the wall.
It has been a decade since your relationship with James Bond. How would you think you have brought to this character?
Well, me, I think, is first and foremost. I think that's kind of the most I can say. I've just wanted to make the best movies we could. I wanted to push the Bond movies as far as we possibly could, to make them as big and as beautiful as possible, and to also hopefully get the best people to do them. And on this movie, it seems like a real culmination of that. We've had the best crew, the best actors, the best director we could have, and so it's been very, very satisfying for me.
So in the movie, there are many shooting locations. Which is your favorite location?
It's a very hard question to answer. I mean, I love them all for very different reasons. Mexico City was particularly wonderful because we were doing such a huge, ambitious sequence. But North Africa, Rome, Austria, they were all pretty good. London, Pinewood Studios, that was pretty good as well.
What is the toughest shooting scene? I know in the movie that you fought a lot against the world wrestling champion. Was that a tough job for you?
And won.
Of course.
It was a very tough scene to shoot, but we rehearsed the scene for weeks, maybe 6 weeks before, so we know the fight very, very well. But you know, I enjoy it. I enjoy those scenes. It's, you know, Austria was quite cold. I mean, what can I say? It was, you know, but it's I don't remember them as being difficult. I just remember them as being a lot of fun.
I'm not sure if you will come back to the next movie, but what if you will? What will be attractive enough to bring you back, to convince you to do another? Oh,
it's so hard to say. I don't know. We finished Skyfall, and we didn't know what we were going to do for Spectre for quite a while. So I, myself, at the moment, don't want to think about James Bond for a while. I want to think about other things. So if, you know, I mean, they are wonderful movies to make. I love making them. I'm very proud of them. And you know, if it's the right thing, maybe I'll do it.
This is your second collaboration with Sam Mendes in James Bond movie. How would you think he inspired you or helped you in making?
You know, he has, as a director, he has my back. He supports me. He allows me to do my job, and I'm so grateful for him for his collaboration with me on this movie. He allows me into his thoughts, into his ambition for the movie, and he pushes me, and I try and push him as well, so that we do our best.
After the huge success of Skyfall, were you more excited or more pressured for taking Spectre?
I think Sam felt the pressure the most, and Daniel maybe. I mean, I think we were both happy to be included in the next episode, but I think no, the pressure was on the producers. I think to match, which is why I think they wanted Sam.
At what stage were you informed about the confirmation of your role in Spectre?
Well, I don't know. I agreed to be available for 3 films from Skyfall on.
So in Spectre, do you feel your role become more demanding physically or psychologically?
I didn't think psychologically so much for me. I can't speak for Naomi, but I thought physically it was a bit of physical stuff in Skyfall. But I tell you what's demanding is not the physical stuff. It's these short scenes which are written with very simple sentences which have to carry a lot of weight or detail or emotion or thought, character. So you need to be able to play a line or a scene so that it's got maximum foundation. And that's what I believe, and I think that's what Sam wants. He wants the performances to be grounded and as filled as they can. but they can't be filmed like a regular drama because the nature of the beast, the Bond film, is that it's driven. It has to have pace. We have to get information in fast, and so that I find the challenge is like trying to deliver lines and give them without overworking them, without overacting them, to just. But let them have weight and presence. That's the skill with these, and you only have a page or less than a page to do it.
Well, I mean, it was a different challenge for me because I wasn't, in Skyfall I was very much out in the field, and that was really challenging for me because I'm not physical at all, in fact. And so that was really outside my comfort zone. And so I was much happier in Spectre because I got to be behind a desk, working with a team. And so I think, in Spectre you see a kind of more grounded, more mature Moneypenny. And I think in Skyfall she's much more green.
Glad you're not green in this one.
In Spectre, that Moneypenny is trying to show the life is more than James Bond. I remember the scene that when she picked up the phone at night time, there's someone.
I know. We're all wondering who it is.
Yes. So.
Yes.
So if Moneypenny is trying to show that life is more than James Bond, then what is more?
Yeah, I think she's trying to educate him about a better work-life balance, but I don't think that she's particularly good at that.
You are very famous as screen villains, but were you surprised that you end up to be a James Bond goodie?
I fought to be a goodie in this, I tell you. There were powers out there that wanted to turn me into Voldemort M. I wasn't having none of it. Yeah, I want to be the good guy.
But usually bad guy is more interesting and multi-dimensional.
I'm going to challenge that preconception.
How is the teamwork with the newcomer of this Spectre?
Teamwork?
Yeah.
Leia, Christoph. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have any. I did one moment with Christoph and one little moment with Leia. No, I think.
And C.
Great teamwork with C. Yeah, that was great actually. Those are my favourite scenes.
In terms of location-wise, that you two seems doesn't travel that much as other actors in this movie, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And so do you enjoy this limited choice of a location?
No, we'd all like to travel. But
I like the limited location.
Oh yes, I know.
love
She likes
it.
to go home to Muswell Hill at night.
Can you stop giving everybody my location, please? If you want to give them my address, what?
I go home to Bethnal Green. I don't mind. You can have my location.
No, I like the fact that, lots of the time as an actor, you're working all around the world and you're living
You
out
don't
of a
want
suitcase.
glamorous locations?
No, but it's nice sometimes, Rafe, to be able to work from home, isn't it? To go back to your own bed, see your family, see your friends. I can't have pets, can I? I travel way too much.
You just said you like to go home a lot.
Yes, but I don't get the opportunity. That's why it's so rare, and that's why it was such a privilege on Spectre.
Okay.
Because, with Skyfall, obviously, I spent 3 months in Turkey, which, it was lovely. But
3 months you were there?
Yeah,
doing that
3
little
months.
sequence?
Little sequence? Is that how you describe it so dismissively? It's a lot of work that went into that.
A little sequence on a bridge with a gun.
How do you think Sam Mendes helped both of you in making this character alive?
Well, Sam is very focused on actors' performance, character. Other director might just let you get on with it and be happy that you said the lines in the right place. But Sam, he likes to do quite a few takes because he wants to get nuances of performance. And so that's a good thing. It means I think that even though the scenes are quite fast, look, I'm in it, so it's hard I can't be objective, but I feel that the strength of his work is that the characters are giving detailed, grounded performances. I look at the other actors and full of wow, Christoph, fantastic, Daniel, and even Naomi manages to be quite good in it.
Do you want to comment on that?
On working with Sam? Yeah, I think he's absolutely extraordinary. I mean, what I think I love about Sam is that he's so relaxed. So he makes you feel as though you're in an incredibly safe environment and you can experiment and play and fall flat on your face,
Yeah.
and that's totally okay, you know, and that's very rare, because a lot of times, especially on a movie that, you know, carries as much weight as this in terms of, you know, there's so much money involved, you often feel this pressure to kind of get it right.
Yeah.
And nobody really flourishes in an environment where you feel that kind of pressure. Everyone works best when they're relaxed, and Sam is the master at relaxation, really.